Now, your Super Doppler 10 forecast from meteorologist Jeremy Wheeler.
All right, well, here is the latest on our satellite and radar. You know, we got quiet weather right now, but there's an area of low pressure that's forming over Texas. This one is going to play a part in our weather. There's also another low that'll form eventually over Florida, and both those will kind of skirt our region past to our south, because they're going to throw some moisture up to the north of it, and that's happening over the weekend. Right now, we're dry, we're quiet. And let's go through time and see when all this is going to be happening. So we'll use Super Doppler 10 right now to scan our skies. We get dry weather. We're going to be dry for today. Things looking good, just very cold out for compared to what we had in the last couple of weeks. Future TRAK computer model this morning through midday, dry, lots of sunshine. This afternoon, mostly sunny skies, highs near 40 degrees. Again, upper 30s, low 40s. It's going to be cold and a little breezy. Now we go into the evening, 6 p.m., still quiet. But overnight, clouds start to move in. Here we are tomorrow morning, Saturday morning, lots of clouds on the model. And then midday, still just lots of clouds. No precipitation up through noon on Saturday. 3 p.m., maybe a couple flurries to the west. And then I do agree that, you know, in the evening we'll see some scattered light precipitation. I think there'll be a lot more breaks in here, and it should be very light. Maybe starting to pick up a little bit, though, in some inland locations. And we're talking snow probably for Williamsburg, maybe Gloucester to Richmond for a little bit. But I think Hampton Roads is going to be a mix or all rain. That's at 8 p.m. Saturday. Now, here's where things get interesting. We go into Sunday morning. We change things over to rain for most of Hampton Roads, the metro, along the coast to the south. But some places like Williamsburg, Gloucester, maybe Surrey, Petersburg, Richmond, this might be a little bit of snow or at least a wintry mix in here around the peninsula, middle peninsula, and some inland spots. Now, this model keeps the snow going through Sunday morning at 8 a.m. Other models, it starts to warm up and brings the rain in. I'll show you one of those in a little bit, but it keeps some snow in towards Franklin, Suffolk, Newport News, Williamsburg, and southern Gloucester County. This is Sunday morning with the rain-snow area right into Hampton Roads. Still, though, rain along the coast, Virginia Beach, Cape Charles, down to Elizabeth City. And then this model also wraps things up faster, about 1 o'clock. This is 1 out of 4 models. The other 3 all suggest this. So again, there's a little more weight to this one. This is the GFS model. It does have some scattered light precipitation in there in the evening Saturday. Here's Saturday night, some snow and a mix towards Williamsburg, Gloucester, and then lots of rain for almost all of Hampton Roads and along the coast. Maybe a wintry mix in Accomack County at that time. Then it changes it over to rain. 6 a.m. We get some northeast winds coming in here off the water, which is a mild wind and keeps temperatures above freezing. So that will probably happen. I think it's a bit of a blend, though. I think we would have that mix going Sunday morning. And then, well, this GFS model still has a lot of rain. The wintry weather to the northwest of Williamsburg at that time, and then it has a little bit more in there, maybe a wintry mix in a Monday morning. So this is the first model. This is Future TRAK. It does have some snow between Williamsburg and Richmond. It adds it up to the middle peninsula and northern neck, about 1, 2, 3 inches of snow. I think even higher amounts really from Richmond to the northern neck, but not that much into Hampton Roads, you can see here. Now, here's that GFS model. Again, this is the one that's been a little more steady. It does have some amounts adding up around Williamsburg to Melfa, maybe up to an inch there, and then, well, higher amounts around Richmond. But not too much in Newport News, maybe a ½ inch, and then really nothing for the rest of Hampton Roads. So I'm going with kind of a blend of these. I'm not even going to put on amounts because this mix zone right now is still going back and forth too much. I do think, though, accumulating snow from Sussex County, Surrey County, Williamsburg to northern Gloucester County, Middlesex to the northern neck, probably some light amounts in there, and then heavier amounts towards Richmond and the northern neck. But that wintry mix area, Gloucester, let's say Mobjack Bay, Newport News, Isle of Wight, and even down to Gates County, there might be a time where some snow gets on the ground and it turns over to a mix and melts. But mostly rain, Cape Charles, Hampton, Norfolk, Portsmouth, Suffolk, Chesapeake, Elizabeth City, and northeast North Carolina. So again, not too big a deal here along the coast, but some inland locations that might come down and add up on the road. So we want to watch this carefully. Highs today, upper 30s to low 40s. It is, again, Saturday night to Sunday when all this really happens. Monday, it might wrap up as a brief wintry mix, but I don't think there's going to be too much with that. I think the bulk of the precip will fall on Sunday. What type will it be? We'll have an update on it coming up throughout the day. Wave News 10 at midday and at 4 p.m.